It's a special day at Great Hope Homes in Silver Spring, Maryland. This year's Hand Art Contest winner is their own Yabo Obasi Yisrael. Hand Executive Director Jill Norcross is here to personally deliver the award.
The theme this year was Welcome to My Neighborhood, and all the judges thought that she just did a fantastic job depicting your neighborhood here at Great Hope Homes.
The kids enjoy coming to the community center.
They come after school and they do their homework. They work with reading specialists. If it's a day when we're closed, their faces are pressed against the windows saying, "Where is everybody?"
John Spencer founded Hand in 1991. He saw back then that it was getting harder and harder to go it alone in affordable housing without some kind of trade association.
And many of us were very small groups which had small training budgets and which were very kind of involved in our own agencies, in our own communities, but didn't know the broader community that was just outside our door. We had brown bag lunches, we rotated the locations, we brought in speakers, and slowly but surely we built up a group that just kept getting larger and larger.
This is Hand award-winning Restoration Gardens in West Baltimore, built to house young people leaving the foster care system who might otherwise become homeless. An old school was transformed into efficiency apartments.
It is a very unusual community because it's one of a kind, and here they're living in small, safe apartments and getting supportive service and help to grow and move up and move on.
Another Hand Award winner is Island Walk, an older complex in Reston, Virginia. It had become so run down it was almost demolished. With the help of a Hand member, Fairfax County supported a spectacular rehabilitation.
We sometimes overuse the phrase go-to place, but Hand really is the go-to place in this area for training, for networking, for leadership, for developing community support for everyone who's involved in the public, private sector, to learn from each other and to be able to produce communities like the wonderful community here at Island Walk.
It's an amazing experience to be celebrating 20 years of the growth of a community of professionals committed to affordable housing development, management, operations, construction, resident services. We truly have built the big tent of affordable housing here in the region.
When you go to that annual meeting, and it's filled with, 1,000 people now, and a whole bevy of local officials turn out, and they see the quality of the work we produce, they see the number of people who care about the issue, the vigor and life that Hand brings to it. I think that's a tremendously positive message that they must take back to their communities and to their decision-making as local elected officials.
My favorite Hand memories would be of the annual meetings. It brings everybody together. A lot of networking gets done. It's where you get to meet and greet and see people and exchange ideas about business. So I enjoy that probably the most.
I remember attending the one where Senator Kennedy came, and we all know Senator Kennedy for providing great opportunities in his leadership in the Congress, and housing was one of those.
We all know that we're entering a decade where it's more likely there'll be less resources at the national, state, and local level than more. So I think more than ever, Hand has to respond to that, and I think our challenge will be to help create resources for our members.
The thing that, however, I think bodes well for us here is the strength of our market. People still want to live here, jobs are still being created here, investors want to invest here. So we need to take advantage of the strength of the D.C. metro area and D.C. proper and use that as the ultimate lever to keep our activity of affordable housing production high.
We all are competing with one another, but we all share a common commitment to solving this affordable housing crisis, which is constantly changing, which is constantly challenging us, and we need everybody at the table to solve it.
Hand's members have affected so many families, so many children, proud of where they live. You can be sure that next year there will be more pictures from kids happy that Hand and its members have helped them have a sense of community.
I think the community life programs is a place where we really have an impact on people's lives. Whether it's a child who gets excited about reading, learns about architects and lawyers and artists and a whole host of different things out in the world. Maybe one of them will become a affordable housing developer one day.
Congratulations to all of HAND's members for 20 years of working together and still counting.